Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd Chrisley worried about Julie's health amid devastating news. Todd Chrisley is worried about Julie Chrisley's health after receiving devastating news. His attorney spoke on behalf of Todd. Julie's family is also worried about her. The two are currently in federal prison for tax evasion and fraud. They are both serving time for their crime. Keep reading to find out more about this. Julie Chrisley and her resentencing hearing. Julie Chrisley was granted a resentencing hearing. The court did not feel as though they had gathered enough evidence to sentence her. However, a lot happened during this hearing. Julie requested to attend the hearing over Zoom, so she did not have to travel that far. That request was denied along with the requests to wear street clothes during court and a 24-hour furlough. Julie was ultimately sentenced to the same 84 months that she originally received. This was heartbreaking for her children and family. Todd Chrisley is worried for his wife. Todd Chrisley is now worried for his wife after she received the devastating news that she would not get her sentence shortened. He spoke out about and said he was concerned about Julie's health and welfare. They did not go into detail about the worries for her health. However, earlier this year, Savannah revealed that her mother may have a tumor. This could be what Todd was talking about. However, it is unknown if something more happened that others are unaware of. Regardless, Savannah has made it a point that she is going to keep trying to get her mother's freedom. It seems that Julie may have a tumor or something else wrong with her. This is scary for someone to go through in general, let alone in prison. So, after hearing that Julie will not be released any earlier, Todd is concerned for his wife. Some people do believe this was all Todd's doing and Julie had no idea what she was signing. Todd Chrisley may be home, but his heart is heavy with fear. After everything the Chrisley family has endured, public trials, financial ruin, and time spent behind bars, Todd now faces a battle he feels powerless against: Julie's declining health. And this time, no high-powered attorney or miracle appeal can fix what's unraveling. Sources close to the family reveal that Julie Chrisley, recently released from prison after being granted a partial appeal, has been quietly battling a lingering illness, one that seems to have worsened dramatically over the past few weeks. What was once whispered about as exhaustion has now escalated into something more troubling: rapid weight loss, fatigue, and unexpected blackouts that have left the entire Chrisley clan shaken. But no one is more worried than Todd. "Julie is the strongest woman I've ever known," Todd reportedly told a close friend. "But even the strongest people have their breaking point, and I'm terrified she's nearing hers." The devastating news came just days after the couple thought they might finally be turning a corner. Julie had returned home after serving a reduced sentence, and the family was slowly adjusting to a new rhythm, one without the cameras, but with renewed hope. Savannah had been planning a welcome back event. Chase was making regular visits, and Todd had even begun writing again, journaling what he described as the most humbling chapter of his life. Then everything changed. According to family insiders, Julie fainted while gardening, a small joy she clung to since returning home. Todd rushed to her side and dialed 911, his voice cracking as he tried to stay calm. She was hospitalized briefly, but doctors didn't give them the clarity they were hoping for. "There are some abnormal markers," a nurse confided quietly, "and we're going to need to run further tests." That night, Todd sat by her hospital bed, the same man who once strutted across television screens with bravado and sarcasm, now wringing his hands like a man at the edge of a cliff. Every beep of the monitor made him flinch. Every doctor's glance seemed too cautious, too rehearsed. Julie tried to reassure him. "I'm fine," she whispered, offering that classic Julie smile, though her skin was pale and her eyes glassy. "You know I'm a fighter." But Todd knew that look. He saw the same one in the mirror during their court battles. This wasn't just fatigue. This was something serious, something dangerous. Since that terrifying moment, Julie's health has become the center of Todd's universe. He's turned their Nashville home into a quiet sanctuary, dimming the lights, restricting visitors, and becoming fiercely protective. No stress, he repeats constantly, as if willing it into existence. No stress for Julie. But stress is hard to avoid when the world keeps throwing punches. The Chrisleys were hit with yet another blow. The IRS is reopening an investigation into assets that were previously thought to be off-limits. A source close to the case claimed that new information could lead to further penalties. The timing couldn't be worse. Todd, who once thrived in the chaos of the spotlight, now refuses interviews and turns away paparazzi. The once camera-ready patriarch now spends his days researching medical articles, talking to specialists, and praying. Lots of praying. It's like he's bargaining with God, a family friend shared. He'd do anything, serve more time, lose everything, if it meant Julie could be healthy again. Meanwhile, Savannah has taken on a new role, caretaker for them both. She's seen the toll it's taken on her dad. The dark circles, the pacing, the way he winces every time Julie so much as coughs. Savannah recently hinted at the situation on her podcast, her voice cracking as she said, "We've faced storms before, but this one feels different." Fans have begun to worry too. Julie's most recent appearance in a family photo, wrapped in a blanket, sitting quietly on the porch, sparked a wave of online speculation. Comments like, "She doesn't look well," and "Is Julie safe again?" flooded the post. The truth is, no one really knows yet. The Chrisleys are waiting on biopsy results, scans, and what Todd has called the most important answer of our lives. It's the not knowing that's eating him alive. And through it all, Todd has clung to their faith. He reads scripture aloud to Julie each morning. Psalm 91 has become their daily ritual. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. Sometimes Julie says it with him. Sometimes she's too tired to speak. Yet even in the quiet moments, Todd is relentless. "This family didn't come this far to fall apart now," he said recently. "If I have to carry her through this, I will. I just need her to keep fighting." But what happens if the fight gets too hard? That's the question no one wants to answer. Not Todd, not Savannah, not even the doctors. And that's why Todd's worry has turned into something deeper. Fear. The kind that keeps you up at night, that crawls under your skin and whispers worst-case scenarios. The kind that turns even the strongest men into fragile souls. For now, the Chrisleys are in a painful waiting game, hoping for answers, praying for good news, and holding on to each other like never before. Julie's illness might be invisible to the public, but behind closed doors, it's a storm that's shaking the foundation of a family already tested by fire. Todd, for all of his past missteps and flamboyant ways, is a man stripped bare now, raw, grieving, and afraid. And his biggest fear isn't about prison or money anymore. It's about losing the woman he's loved for over 2 decades. And if that happens, it won't be a legal case or headline that breaks Todd Chrisley. It will be a broken heart.